Okay, so this is the basic sample for LaTeX. If you want to write a LaTeX report for your thesis or your uh, B project, if it is a mini project, if it is your ME project and your Mtech, MS report, or if it is a PhD report. So this is the syntax that you use, and this is the tool which is called as Overleaf, which you can use directly for doing the LaTeX code, and it will help you to do the formatting of your words very neatly and nicely with the help of this software which is called as Overleaf. And you just need to sign in to this Overleaf to use this feature. So I would like to go through the whole set of, so this is the code area where you do the coding of LaTeX, and this is the area where you can see the code. So basically, when you are going to do the editing of your project, I would recommend you that instead of using only one single text file, you can have multiple text files so that whenever you get any review changes from your guide, so it is easier for you to do the changes in the separate text. So like in this tab, you are able to see one abbreviation text file is there, then a bibliography bit file is there, annexure A file is there, certificate 0, certificate 1, certificate 2, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, declaration. And I have used some styling style to do some decoration for the front pages, so you can have the access to the same also. And I have used some images also, so that are also available in the same folder. So basically, when you create a normal text file, this document class is shared with you. Now I want all my report on one side, not on the two sides. So that's why I specifically mentioned 11 point and one side. And what name I want for my document class, that it is a thesis format. So I have mentioned here as a thesis. Then whatever pictures I am going to store, I am going to store that in a picture folder. So this is the part I have already specified. Then these are certain things which are required for my equation. So I will not go into the details of the same. So as of now, you don't need to worry about the same. Just you need to make use of these two major files, that is graphics and graphics X header files, which will be used for designing purpose. And all other files, whenever I was doing my mathematical formula formation, so at that time I was requiring all these other files what are present here. So I don't think that we should discuss them as of now. So I created a frame for my thesis where what should be the line color, what should be the outer line width, what should be the round corners, what should be the inner top margin, what should be the inner bottom margin, what should be the inner right margin, what should be inner left margin, what should be the background color. That I have already shared, and this frame I am applying for all my text file what are available in the project what I have created. And the name of my project I have created is sample text. So here you are going to start doing your documentation in a begin document, and in that you are initially going to provide the various pages. So right now in this panel you are able to see an intelligent security mechanism for software defined networks. So the code has been written in this format. So what I wanted that this text of the title should be in bold. So I used to make the size of the text as bold, slash df is used. I wanted it to look large, so large is used. I wanted to make the color as blue, so slash text color has been used and the color has been changed to blue. If you are suggested to use different colors, you can go for other different colors also. This was suggested to us, so we went for these kind of colors. Similarly, you are able to see that here a case is submitted to is little bit in the center. So how to create that? So I have used vertical spaces 0.2 inches, and you can see that when I do that and I make it at a 10-point scale, it is looking like this. And if you get this template, if you want this template for you, you can comment your mail ID in the chat box. I can share this whole zip file of Overleaf with you, and you can download that. You can upload that into your own Overleaf account, and you can do the customization changes into that of your own document. So, uh, uh, so how to debug this code? Because if I start telling you this thing, it will take huge or a lot of time for me to explain each and every point. So the easiest way how to debug is just select this thing. If you want to go into the code, just click here. It will show you where the exact location of the code is there. If you want to go that this code where it is showing in the output, because as I told you in the start itself, that you can have multiple text files. So if you are opening any text file, so that text file is relevant to which page. To understand that, you can just click on this arrow and it will showcase you where actually you are, and it highlighted, if you have seen it properly, it was highlighted in yellow color that this is getting highlighted here. So I will not go into the details. If you need that I should explain you each and every code, please comment in the chat box and I can go for explaining you the code line by line. So this is the page on which my front page is there. Then as I showed you, I have included a certificate 0. So I have a separate text file for the same. You can see I just included a slash include file, and I am just mentioning the file name certificate 0. And in this crawler, you will be able to certificate 0.txt is here. So this is my main text. There will be one final file, and the name of that file is main.text. So you will be able to see that into your this screen, and you can see by default it is shown in green because this is open in my editor as of now. Next, I have included a certificate page number 1, so I have created a separate text file for the same. Then I have a declaration, so I have a separate text file. Certificate 2, so I have a separate text file. Then I have again a certificate 2, so for that again I have a different text file. Next, you are able to see this thesis is dedicated. So this content, I have not created a separate text file. I have directly mentioned it to my main.txt file itself. So that can be done with this code, which starts with the begin and which ends with this code. So begin title page and end title page. If you are a good Python developer, you know the importance of indentation, then it helps you when you're going to use this LaTeX editor of Overleaf. Next, abstract also, I have tried to embed that into the same main.txt file. I have not separated it. I have just mentioned 2 lines here. So you can add your whole abstract in this location of the abstract, and next is your acknowledgement. So whatever text you want to give, or whoever people who have helped you, you can mention them in this acknowledgement file, and that will create this acknowledgement page which you are able to see in this pane here. Next, when I want all my pages of content to be created, So initially, first thing that you need to do in main.text is to do a clear page. If you are a good C or C++ developer, we used to do clear screen. So similarly, in this editor of Overleaf, we do a clear page so that our compiler comes to know that it has to do some coding on its own and it has to create the things on its own. So you just need to use this content as table of content and just pass the code slash table of content and mark my words, my friends, or the students who are watching this as of now, that all this text that you are able to see in this pane, it is auto generated. I have not done the numbering of those pages. It has been done automatically for me by the LaTeX. And you can see the font, the formatting, it is proper, the numbering automatically, it is doing Roman and it is doing in normal numbers as it is required, right? So this is how you should do your LaTeX presentation. Next is the abbreviation. So you can mention the abbreviations in the abbreviation part. You want to include a list of figures. So abbreviation, you are able to see I have created an abbreviation text file for the same. So it is providing me this abbreviation on this pane. So I just need to include that content slash input abbreviation and that text file will get compiled and you'll be able to see the abbreviations. Next is list of figures, so I don't need to work on it. As and when I will be doing the coding for the figures, automatically the title of the figure and the page number will get included here. Slash list of tables will include all the list of tables here automatically. You don't need to go manually to your whole report to search what is the figure number, what is the table number, what is the title of that number, what is the title name of that number, what is the figure number of that number, figure name of that figure, and the numbering also will be done automatically. Right now, I have not included any figure or table, that's why you are able to see these two pages are blank. But as soon as I will enter or you will enter your list of figures or list of tables, immediately you will see that you are able to see the list of figures and list of tables getting displayed there. So that is how automatically the list is getting populated. So next and the most important part is creating your chapters. So you can create separate chapters, as many chapters you are informed to do. You just need to create a separate chapter file, just a slash input and give the text file name of your chapter. For convenience, I have kept the name as chapter 1. Similarly, chapter 2. Similarly, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6 and whatever text you want to do, you can mention the text into that of your own chapter. After doing this thing of including the chapter, again, you need to do clearing of your page so that the cache will get cleared, your compilation will be done, your text will be displayed into that of your PDF, and then you can go with that of your another content. So what is the thing that you need to remember and what is important for us? So references, this is the most important part which many of the, whether it is a B student who is in second year, third year, last year working on references, or it is a ME or Mtech student doing the references, or it is a PhD student who is working on the references, you have lot of references. Some will have 300 to 400 references, and to work on those references is very tedious job. So a very simple solution which I have found out and which helped me a lot is to use this keyword as slash bibliography style and you just mention unsort. What this unsort does that by default when you create a bibliography.bib file, so if I am able to show you this one, you are able to see that this is the content of the BibTeX that I have copied from the official website and it is visible here. So I require this name here Goodfellow 2014 generative when I'm going to cite this, right? So by default, bibliography does a numbering for these papers automatically. But I don't want that to be done automatically because when you write your report, you want the numbering of the references in a standard format, that is from 1 to whatever is your last number of the paper. So in that case, this unsort option that I have used, that helps you a lot in doing that activity. And how my bit file is going to get known to this LaTeX file? So slash bibliography, and you're going to mention the name of that bibliography file. So for my convenience to understand everything, I have kept it same. So it doesn't create any problem for us. Whatever publications you have, you can mention that, and you can put that into that of your paper also. So this is one sample I have to please that how you can do that. If you have done good copyright or patent, you can create a subsection for the same and you can do the things. If you get a review comment and you want to showcase that what is the output of that, so you can have the subsection for review comments, pose the question, and you can answer the question also in the same document. It is as simple as that. Hope I tried to explain you people how a LaTeX report is there. Right now, I have showed you a code of 390 lines, which is after compilation giving me 22 pages. And half of the pages from this 22 pages are auto-generated by the LaTeX. And it gives a proper formatting where majority of the students or the scholars miss out doing justification, giving the proper numbers to the figure, that whatever work you are doing for the society, the documentation becomes very easier for you to work on the thing. Hope I tried to explain you about the LaTeX in a very simple way. If you have any queries, please post your queries in the comment box. If it is possible for me, I can answer your queries immediately now also. We'll just check what are the comments of the members. Okay. So if you are requiring the proper videos of each and every part that I showed you in this video as of now, please comment in the section. I will come up with small videos for each and every part which you are going to mention into that of your comment section. So don't worry, whatever things are required, you just post in the comments and I will come up with a video for the same. If you like the content, please do appreciate the content. Thank you so much.